Hey everybody, welcome to the Adobe XD Daily Creative Challenge. I'm your host, Jesse Showalter, and it is Wednesday. 'Tis the mid of the week. Good things have happened. We've made a lot of progress here on the Daily Creative Challenge, and we've been doing some pretty fun stuff. Got lots of people in the chat that have been here the whole time and are back again, and even some new folks. Say we got Aiken in the chat, and Ryan and Tim, and we have Jesse D. A very nice name, Jesse. Like to see that. Jack Watson's in the chat, Simon's in the chat, and Quinn and Patty. All the homies are in the chat. That's amazing. Well, I'm excited that you guys are all here. We've been doing something kind of fun and interesting. That's a UI and UX crash course over the last week and a half. Last week was UI, so you can go back and watch the replays of those if you want to. This week, it is a UX crash course. We've been talking about things like consistency, and today we're talking about things like simplicity, a key feature or thing inside of UX design. So got lots of people in the chat ready to go. If you don't know what the Daily Creative Challenge is, let's do it as fast as we can because we have lots of work to cover. I'm going to do some things today that I've never done before, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's jump over to my screen. Well, not that screen, to the other screen. Well, the Daily Creative Challenge, sharpen your UI, UX skills using 9 challenges using Adobe XD. Each day you're going to receive a challenge. Here they are below, each of the challenges. They unlock every morning. Today, we're going to be talking about some voice interactions. We're going to be focusing on simplicity and user experience design, and we are going to design a smartwatch timer app. I've never done any smartwatch design. This is going to be an experiment, and it's always fun to do things for the first time live on air, so you can embarrass yourself, because that's what might happen today. Here we go. Number 2, you're going to join the community. Not only the live chat, if you're watching on YouTube, jump over to Behance, watch it live, jump in the live chat. But you can also join the community chat over at Discord. 35,000 people inside of the Adobe XD Discord channel. Amazing. Creatives, inspiration, encouragement, friendship, critique, feedback, all the good things right there inside of the Discord. You want to watch the daily show? You're watching it right now. You're doing so good. You're already crushing your Wednesday, all right? And then lastly, you want to share your work on Behance using the hashtag XD Daily Challenge so we can find it on Behance. Speaking of some fun work, let's find some fun work from yesterday's stuff. Let's see, day 6, all the feedback appreciated. Let's check this one out by Nikesh. Okay, Nikesh was doing a little e-commerce experience. We're trying to keep things nice and simple, but we're using overlays. Here's a beautiful version of overlays right here. You hit the shoe, pops up an overlay. You don't have to then jump out to a new screen, everything refresh and reload. You just pop it out. Here's a nice little version of a cart right there. It doesn't distract the user. That's what we were talking about, is keeping the user engaged and focused. Again, I really love this card style that iOS is doing right now, able to pop things up. You hit this potted plant, boom, you get your cart for what you're doing. I love this little cart navigation down here. Oh, it's so cute. It's so amazing. Hey, these are really, really nice work. That one was by Roshit, who's been cruising along with us throughout the challenges. Here's some other challenges, past challenges, all sorts of good stuff. Oh, we want to see this one really quickly too. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, will it pop up in Discord, or is my internet connection a little slow? It might be. Somebody says, Osama says, hi everyone. Ooh, voice design, great. I know, I'm pretty excited as well. Well, speaking of voice design, we may not have time to spend a whole lot more emphasis on reviewing past works, although I am going to be in the Discord after. I'd love to chat with you, love to talk with you about the challenges and your work. But before we get started and jump into our XD file, let's talk about the March Madness, the March release. We got new releases. You can go over to adobe.com/product/XD/features right there, .html. And you can get the March 10th details of the update. What do we got? I haven't even played with any of this stuff. Will we play with it today? Maybe, maybe not. But we got audio playback. You can add sounds to your prototypes. I wonder if I can add my own beep boop pops inside of it. Maybe we'll play with it. We got anchor links, so you can do the little website stuff, interaction. Tap here, scroll down. That's going to be really, really nice. Shortcut for resizing area text to fit the content. Yes, that's going to be amazing. Just tap, bam, it shrinks to fit the content. Gonna love that. And multiple action triggers on a tap trigger. Come on now, somebody say amen, because we got some good features coming into XD this month. A lot of other ones, good stuff. You can check those out. Maybe we'll use them today. I don't think we're going to be using them today. We'll try. Maybe we'll use audio playback. Let's jump over to XD and see if we will use audio playback today. All right, so about the challenge, we are on challenge 7. We're almost done. Not too much time left here in our challenge, but we're going to be designing a simple UI for an Apple Watch-based timer. Simplicity is the name of the game today. We want to simplify the UI so it's understandable, usable, without compromising the functionality. We want some simple timing functionality, but we don't want to, in such a small, cramped little space, to try to, how do I tap all those things? Voice triggers, that's how we do it. So we're going to use voice triggers. Little inspiration, some resources, and a link to the Discord down below. And I got a couple artboards over here. So you might have a little bit of a different starting file. I apologize, but I just threw some dark backgrounds and some extra artboards there. So this is what we're doing. We're talking about simplicity. What is simplicity? Well, who is it over there? The Nielsen Norman Group, the UX masters you can find online, they would describe it like this. It's the first requirement for an exemplary user experience. It's to meet the exact needs of the customer without fuss or bother. Simplicity. Strip it down. Make it nice. Make it easy. Make it deliciously simple, okay? That's what we're trying to do today. So, I'm already thinking all the amazing things you could do with a timer, but do you see how small this space is? This is about, what are we looking at? Yep, that's about the size you see on your wrist. Isn't that tiny? So we don't have space for a lot of complex interactions and user interface elements. We gotta streamline things. And so we're gonna try to streamline things. Let's do things really, really simple. Let's start out with, the simplest button we can possibly find. What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? I'll tell you what, let's get E for ellipse. Let's drag an ellipse out here. Let's make it nice and big. Again, you also have to think about touch points, tap points, things you're gonna do, right? So if this is gonna be a tappable button, which it might be, we might introduce the whatchamacallits, the voice triggers in a little bit. Should we go, let's do a little bright orange thing like that. That's kind of fun. Let's just put that right in the middle. We want to make sure that all of our elements are tappable. They're easy to use. They are, if somebody is going for a jog, this is user experience. What is the user using this for? Maybe going for a little run, doing a little fitness. They don't want to be trying to tap a little teeny tiny button while they're running, right? They want to be able to stand here right here confidently, bam, hit it, let's get going. So we're gonna make it nice and big, just like that. Let's put some text inside of this thing. And let's just, again, as easy as we can, what text should we be? What's a really athletic text? Let's try rubato. Let's do rubato. Maybe rubato. How about futura? I'm liking futura, maybe futura, okay? Let's go white on that. And then let's jump the size of it up nice and big. And why don't we do it all caps, make it kind of fun, make it kind of spicy, mess with this. There we go. A nice big star. I know nothing so far is like, wow, that's super impressive. But here's the deal. What's actually impressive is the simplicity that's going into this. It's hard work to say no to a lot of things and say yes to a few things. It's very, very hard work. That's user experience design 101. Why don't we group this together? Why don't we just call this button and make a component out of it by pressing Command or Control K? Why? For the heck of it. So we have it later. If we want to do something with it, we can do it, all right? So here we go. We have a start button right there on our little watch screen. Again, this is all new to me. I'm not used to designing watch screens. I mean, I definitely do web design, responsive design. You got to figure out how to design responsive stuff mobile first, strip it down. I'm thinking this is a lot of the same. This isn't going to be too crazy, all right? Then we're going to go to, let's do a little bit. Ooh, how's everybody doing in the chat? Everybody following along? Okay, cool. So are we liking this orange or should we go something different, like maybe an athletic blue or green? You let me know what you think. And so, okay, so we have start. I think you'd probably want to pick the time. So let's simplify and let's just give an option of times. Maybe this isn't the most specific timer. Maybe we're simplifying a little bit of the functionality. We don't want to simplify it too much. Here's what I mean. Let's put some text on the page over here. Let's grab our text in here, come over to our next artboard. 0000. We need an actual colon, not a semicolon, okay? So let's do this, okay? So that's an option. Like we go right to a 00 like timer and then the user can drag up or down, maybe? I don't know, that could be it. Or what we could do is, I have an idea. Let's simplify it and give the user all the functionality they need with a little help down here. Okay, we're gonna make this small. Let's take this off bold. Like maybe book like that, make sure it's aligned in the center still, center aligned text. what we need, like a command, like some helper text here. What should it say? Tell us how much, how about like how much time do you need? Okay. Do you need? Okay. Let's take it off all caps. Let's turn it into some area text like this. And oh, wait a minute. What if we do it like that? Okay. And then let's spread it out like the line height. Okay. Now it said on our Adobe features, if we double click down here, how did it do it? Double click the bottom resize handle of an area text box to automatically adjust the height of the box to match the text. Double click it. It says double click. No, it didn't work. I'm probably doing something wrong. I'm going to have to study up on those. I'm going to go watch a tutorial by my man Howard Pinsky and see how he does it and how he encourages me to do it. When in doubt, always just ask for help. Nope, it's definitely not working for me. That's okay. We're just going to boom that up just like that. And do we want book? We want book italic. Maybe we want light italic. Yes, we do. Hello. Let's put that right in the middle, maybe a little up like that. And let's just bring this down a little bit more. How much time do you need? Let's center align everything. So far, so good. Perhaps the bottom center handle. Ooh, somebody said the bottom center handle. I don't think so. Didn't work. It's okay. We'll have to figure it out. This is why you never try things out the first time on air, live, in front of hundreds and thousands of people. Okay. So our user has hit start here. Can we make this button over here just a little bit spicier? We don't want to sacrifice things completely, do we? Okay, let's take our lips. Let's add a little bit of a shadow. Let's choose for our color a little bit of our orange. Ooh, we don't want it to be that obvious, but we do want to just add some blur like that and then bring the transparency down. Just a little bit of a glow there. It just looks a little... This looks a little bit more majestic now, doesn't it? Okay, great. Cool. And we could do some more fun stuff with that, but that's not really the point today, is it? The point is to get some voice triggers and some simple stuff. So let's say our user presses start, or they can voice command start. They come over here. It says, how much time do you need? We speak the amount of time that we need, and then it sets the time. And then from there, it's going to take this 000, and we'll put a new timer over here, right? Something like this, maybe. I'm thinking, yeah, it's so far so good. Why don't we put it right up there, and then we can introduce some new buttons. Let's do a smaller version of this button. Ooh, yeah, boom, boom. We're gonna use our responsive resizing to make sure that we can now resize our button, and the start tries to stay in the middle. It didn't do the best job. That's okay. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll get rid of that. Okay, we're going to try something. So now let's say it put 5 minutes on the clock. We're going to speak 5 minutes using our voice command. Somebody says, did you actually restart XD to apply the updates? Julia Clayton, you are so wise. I probably did not. So we won't mess with them today. We'll mess with them tomorrow when I restart XD. Okay, you know why I had XD open? Because I'm always using it, because I love it. I really do love it. It's not even a lie. I really like it. Okay, let's go. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's use our rectangle. Let's just create some controls to stop this train if we need to. All right, we're going to do this right here. Let's get our same orange right there. We're getting close to prototyping. I was going to say seconds away. We're minutes away from prototyping. I've been trying to work on my exaggerating because I kind of like to exaggerate things. So not minutes, seconds. Okay. So let's do this. Let's go like that. Let's move these right in the middle a little bit more. Boom. That looks pretty good. And then we will just draw like a pause and a stop button. So let's do a rectangle. We'll create a little pause button action in there. Let's take the border off these things and boom, just like that. We have our pause button, and then our stop button just looks like a big old square, doesn't it? Yeah, looks like a square like this. Boom, boom, stop. Okay, simple, like really easy stuff. Okay, we're gonna grab these things together, grab those things together. We're gonna call this stop. We're gonna call this pause in our layers, okay? And we want to see this ticking, I think, don't we? So there's a couple ways you could do this. Let's get there in a second. Let's do some simple voice prototyping and then we'll get started. So from here, I'm going to click not on an element itself, but on the entire artboard. I'm going to go make sure I'm on my prototype tab. For sure, he's on my prototype tab. Grab the entire artboard, not an element. I'm going to prototype over to my next screen. Am I going to pick timer? Nope. I'm going to drop right here. Let's zoom in so you can see it. I'm going to hit voice from the different interaction types. Tap, drag, time, keys and gamepad. Voice, that's the ticket for us today. And you're going to get to enter your command in the top right hand corner here. What should the command be? How about start? Let's do that. It's like innovative, isn't it? To start your run. Okay, cool. Start. And we want to auto animate the things in. Okay. Now to do that, again, we got to do our basic prototyping things. Let's make sure we have our button is over here. It's also over here. And why don't we, let's see, should we move it out to the side? I think so. Let's move it up. Okay. Let's go back to our design tab really quick. Opacity up to the tippy top like that. Now we're going to take our time and our prompt text. We're going to come over here. We're going to paste. Whoa, I almost missed it there. Boom and boom. We're going to take both of those elements, paste these over here. And these are going to come from, I think they should come from the bottom. What do you think? We're just going to move everything up and opacity down. So now let's do something for fun. We'll just have multiple ways we can start. Okay, let's go back to our prototype. Let's also do a tap trigger. Okay, auto animate just like that. Ease in, ease out. So now we can tap. Oh, that's a long one. Why is our tap trigger so long? 5 seconds. Goodness me. How about 0.3 seconds? And the ease in, ease out for the voice command also should be 0.3 seconds. We've got to make it a little snappier than 5 seconds. That would be the most obnoxious, like antithetic thing to a timer, wouldn't it? Begin. And in 5 seconds, we'll get to the next screen. That'd be such a waste of time. Okay, here we go. We press start. Boom. Our little thing moves right in. Looking really, really nice. Okay. So let's go back. Let's try it again, right? Boom. It's going to move right up. Let's try our voice command. Now you use voice commands by holding down the space bar and saying the word. Ready? Here we go. Start. Oh, no match for or. I busted. What did I just say? What did I say or? Did it say or? Voice. Start. We should be good. Okay, let's try it again. Boy, am I messing something up here? Hold down the space bar. Say it. Start. Hurt? Am I speaking the wrong language right now? Maybe I need to get closer to my machine. My computer is actually kind of a distance. It's like this far away from me. So I'm just going to wait for me. This is going to be a little comical. I apologize, everybody. Let's try it one more time. We're going to hit the thing. We're going to say start. Ready? Start. Worked that time. Come on. You just got to be a little closer to the actual This is the best stream of my life. Just so many amazing things are going right and wrong all at the same time. Can we just, everybody with me? Yeah, Adobe Live says no match for fart. It's true. There is no match for fart. Okay. So our voice trigger is working. It's sending us to the next one. Everything's animating as it should. And I am having an absolute blast today. So that's what really matters, okay? Next, let's go and let's take our two buttons over here. Let's go to design. Let's bring them over here. Again, where should these come from? Yeah, we'll just put them down below like so and take the opacity down like that. That looks pretty good. And now what we want to do is let's take this guy, make sure it's over here, and we want to slide it out. Opacity down. Okay, let's see what happens here. Now, we want to, how much time do you need is the prompt, right? So let's go back to prototype, and we are just creating a prototype. You can't create every single time scenario in the history. Tim Mobet says, did you mean dart? No, I definitely meant fart. I mean start. This is the best Wednesday. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and voice prototype, auto animate it over, and we're going to put, 5 minutes. Will it hear us say 5 minutes? I've never done voice prototyping with 2 words. It's always single word commands. So let's see if this works. And I'm going to get close to my computer again to try it, okay? Let's try the whole flow one more time and see how it comes out. Here we go. So I'm going to get close to my computer. Everyone stay with me. Ready? Start. Moves over. Very good. It asks me, how much time do you need? I'm going to say 5 minutes. Or let's give it a try. Ready? 5 minutes. Or not. Maybe it doesn't like me. Let's try it again. One more time. 5 minutes. Oh, it happened. It worked. Okay. Everything's working. So far, so good. We are working. Now we want to do we want to change the text, right? So that it says 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 59 seconds, so on and so forth, okay? ASMR up in here. Okay, maybe talk to the keyboard instead of the mic. Ryan Chase, you're hilarious. Yeah, maybe I need to talk to the keyboard and not the mic, okay? This may not go down as the best stream, but in my book, it might go down as the funnest. That's all I'm saying. Let's try a simple timing trick here where now we've moved over here. What do we want to do? We want to change this to 4:59. Okay. And we are going to do now, instead of a voice, we're going to do a time trigger. And we're going to do an entire 1 second. Makes sense, right? Let's move it over again. 4 minutes, 58 seconds. Okay. Doing the same one. Boom, move it over again. 4 minutes, 57 seconds. I mean, do I have to explain what I'm doing right now? I don't think I have to explain what I'm doing right now. I'm literally creating time. Okay, now you could do this a lot of other ways. Howard Pinsky, actually, because he's my hero. I want to be like him when I grow up. He has some really cool tutorials on this on letsxd.com. So you could find out ways to do like animated pie charts and moving like timers, like all the kind of stuff like that. If you want to, I would highly suggest checking it out. So let's start from this one. And let's see if our timer, it's fading, it's doing its thing. Now, this is a really quick and fast way to do it. You could also have each one of these numbers, if you wanted to, you could have each one of these numbers be like individual numbers, right? So instead of having it all as one text piece, you could have it, let's just do an example for you, down here like this. You could have this, again, ready? Like 0. Okay, let's go back to design really quick. 0. Okay, then here could be your colon. So we're doing all of these as individual pieces, right? Here's some more, what was it, 59, and this one was actually a 5, right? And I just dropped the opacity down by accident, okay? So you could have your time like this, and there's a lot of different ways you could do this. You could just have each of the numbers. So I could have, watch, ready? Copy, paste, turn one of these 9s into an 8, and then hide the opacity of it, right? So that now when we go over here, we're gonna take the opacity of the 8 up and the opacity of the 9 down. You could do it like that. Here's one way to prototype this bad boy. We could break this prototype and go to this one. Let's just try this one out, right? So now we are timed, auto animating, 1 second for each. Let's go make sure we're on our artboard, press play, and you can see it flip. It looks a little bit the same. Why don't we do this? Why don't we find the 8 that's here? Why don't we move it like up or down like this, right? And then we come over here, we can move the 9. Ooh, not that one. We want to move the 9 up. Now, when we get this prototype, ooh, make sure we're on the actual artboard we want to be on. Let's press play. We can see that. So we can see things actually tick on the watch. You could do that. That could be pretty fun. But I think we're pretty much getting there. Let's just do it. Let's run our prototype one more time and laugh about how ridiculous we are. So I'm going to hold the spacebar. I'm going to get close to the screen. I'm going to speak to the keyboard and the microphone all at the same time. Are we ready? Start. It didn't work that time. Let's try again. Start. Maybe it's my voice. Maybe it just doesn't like my voice. It's going to say, how much time do you need? 5 minutes. Boom, 5 minutes on the clock, and we are ticking. Okay, so what does this highlight What does this highlight as we come to the close of our stream today? This highlights simplicity, right? This is a simple flow. It's just one big button on there that says start, and we've even taken out the ability or the need to have to touch and tap, rearrange times. We just go start, 5 minutes, go, pause. This makes it a much easier interface for our users to use. Voice like commands are really big right now, and Adobe XD makes it possible through all the voice triggers and animations and prototyping. So definitely check it out. Have lots of fun with it. But that's pretty much it for the day. Thank you everybody for joining us on the stream today. Thanks to everybody for being so gracious and laughing along with me while I make a tiny bit of a fool out of myself, but still have a lot of fun. We'll be right back here same day tomorrow, same time tomorrow for the Adobe XD challenge. I'll see you guys in the Discord chat. Can't wait to look at your work. Talk to you soon.